Good afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon here. It's actually 20 past 5, so it is quite late afternoon. Um, but I am sitting here and I am going to do some sewing today, but I'm going to do some hand sewing. Now, I have to say, excuse myself and apologize if my voice has been too low and not loud enough for you to hear what I am saying. A friend of mine who has been watching my videos told me this, and so I'm going to actually, my husband told me too when he was editing the video from last week that I should speak also a little bit louder. So yeah, thank you for the input from people. I will keep it in mind and I will try to do better. Anyway, so this afternoon I am going to be making some hair accessories. I have already a whole basket full here of different things that I've been making. I have this lovely scrunchie and bow, and then I have this is also scrunchie and bow. This is a fabric scrap leftover that have had for years. I made a dress out of this. I don't even have the dress anymore, but I still, yeah, I found this and I thought it'd be lovely to use that. And yeah, that was also a dress once. And this bow, which will get a clip on the back of it at some point, was left over from something that was a dress that was fixed for a lady. And yeah. Excuse me, I have a cold, so you can probably tell from my voice. Anyway, and this is also this is some leftover fabric from somewhere. I got it from, I can't even remember from where, and I just made this lovely bow. I will put clips on these ones. But today I am working on these little beautiful flowers, and I am going to be attaching them on clips like that. Such clips. Or I have a whole bunch of these ones here, so I'm going to use that too, and maybe some of those as well. I already been working this morning and I made quite a few of these flowers. I have this lovely brown one and I have this beautiful gray and cool fabric here, and I have this one. So I am going to just make a sample now of how I make these flowers. Normally I could use my machine, but I decided today I wanted to do some hand sewing, which I do sometimes. So I have this chiffon fabric. I folded it in four and I'm going to cut it so that I get a shape that I want. So it's just somebody sending me a WhatsApp now. Anyway, never mind. So I'm going to cut it like that. I have my serrated scissors because it cuts and doesn't fray. So just to prevent some fraying. So I have that. The edge looks like that here. This is folded. And yeah, I'll take the pins out. I've got my needle and thread prepared. At least I did. I hope I find it now. All right. So I have this long piece of fabric. So I'm going to stitch it now, or just running stitch, and then I will start sewing. My needle was lying here somewhere. No, I have my needle here. I just need to find my thread now. There, there's some white thread. Yeah, I have caught a cold. I have no idea where it's coming from, but it's making me really tired today. and yeah, not quite. I'm not threading this very well. I yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night with a big headache, and yeah, and here I am with nose half blocked, and can hardly hear myself. Yeah, with a funny voice, but it will pass. I don't know. Maybe sometimes I think maybe it's perhaps a change of season because it's almost spring here. The weather was really nice and a bit warm last week, and somehow since Saturday it just turned, and it's beautiful sunshine today, but it's really cold, and it was quite cold yesterday. And maybe I just got a bit careless. You know, sometimes we are so tired of the winter, and we see the sunshine coming, we just think, woohoo, let's take layers off without really knowing what we're doing. I don't know, but yeah, I have a cold, but it will go. Okay, so I am going to start. I fold this fabric in half, and I'm going to start sewing from here. I hope I am focused so that you see what I am doing. So I'm just going to do a running stitch completely all the way along this strip of folded fabric, and then I will gather it. What I needed to do at the end was to make a big knot, because it's chiffon and it's so light. It's possible and very easily happens that the knot doesn't hold, and then the whole thing comes unravel and I have to start all over again. I don't like that. So I'm going to put a couple of knots there. There we go. And so then we continue to do the running stitch. That should hold it nicely. I'm just going to put my hand down here. It's easier to sew flat. Let's put my phone down so people see, so you can see what I'm doing. There. Oops. This thing is falling away. Okay. So yeah, I know I don't necessarily have one thing that I do. I know my first video I made was different, and it seems every week I post something different. But really, yeah, I mean, this is my work and this is what I do. I sew to sell, and like I said, I am a maker. I do all of these things, and I just want to share them. So I'm hoping that people who are coming to watch my videos are not coming to say, oh, I'm going to watch a sewing video or a beading video, but that you are able to just yeah, enjoy what I'm doing, enjoy my conversations, and hopefully learn something as you go. And yeah, and just know that you can do all of these things as well, because I think as humans we have various gifts and talents and skills, and yeah, I don't just want to narrow myself down to say, okay, I am sewing. And like I said, it is not really a teaching video. I am not trying to show anybody how to make something. I'm just really trying to share what I'm doing and encourage people to, you know, pick it up and try themselves also to see what they can do. And so I hope that the message comes across, and that I'm not frustrating anybody with yeah, all the things that I am putting on my YouTube channel. It's really just really a sharing channel, a place of inspiration and encouragement. So maybe one time you don't really like that I am sewing, or maybe making earrings or making card, well, then you wait for the next video, or just enjoy it. Yeah. Anyway, so this is what I'm doing today. I've got my hot glue gun plugged in and heating up. So I do want to make a whole complete hair clip today. In 2 weeks I am going to this upcycling market that I have been preparing for. So yeah, these are all the things I am going to bring there. So there you go. Now I have sewn a running stitch or across, and I'm going to just gather it so that I have a lovely bow. Excuse me, a lovely bow, and so that I can start rolling it into a flower, and then I can put the clip on it. It's just so easy, and the result is just beautiful. So when you've done that, when you have that, you can start folding it nicely. Find whatever way it really just works for you. I find that sometimes I am just going to be stitching around the cycle. So like I said always, it's the satisfaction of really just making something, and yeah, just amazing yourself that you made something lovely. And I see that flowers are back. I don't know that they ever went out of fashion. Fabric flowers. I have one on. I wear one in winter on my winter jacket, and I wear on my denim jacket. I love flowers on my clothes, and I have a scrunchie in my hair most of the time. So yeah, I have always made hair accessories. When I was growing up, I used to spend a lot of my pocket money at a place, a haberdashery. Well, haberdashery, she sold everything. It was called Mrs. Plains, and there you could buy ribbons and combs and all kinds of cool stuff. And I used to go there to buy ribbons and create my own hair clips. And so yeah, it's kind of like good memories for me doing this again now. And yeah, so I really quite enjoy it, and it's something I have done before, so it's really fun. I used to like to have hair clips that match my clothes. I am still into the matching thing. I like to match my earrings, if where possible. I like what I wear to match. So yeah, there we go. See, very easy, very quick. I'm just going to give it a few more stitches to pull it all together. Look at that. Lovely, eh? And the fabric is really just nice, makes for a nice flower. This one is going to be a hair clip, but you can also just put pin on it and make it a bow for your jacket or your dress or something. I have an Instagram page, and there I have quite a lot of the flowers that I've made for as coat pins. So if anybody's interested, you can go check out my Instagram page. It's also called Elispieces, and I have quite a few things there. I share a lot of my bags that I make, and I've shared a recipe for making bread and stuff like that. So if anybody wants to see my Instagram page, you are welcome to go and have a look and see what it is that I have there. I make some nice bridal hair pins as well, and I think I've got some of those on my Instagram page too. So yeah. There we go. This is really quite so simple and so easy to do and so beautiful. So look at that. That's your bow, your flower done already. I'm sorry, I keep um mixing up bow and flower. Must be the cold in my head. It's nice to have an excuse for messing. Anyway, there we go. You just stitch it a few times to secure it nicely. So I think I'm happy now with that. I'm going to cut the thread. There we go. Now this is the bag, so so I'm going to trim this a little bit because it's a bit too bushy, and I would like to be able to lay it flat. So I'm going to just trim it nicely before I come back to do the rest. There we go. Now all nice and trim. So what I do when I make my bows to give the back, I am a little bit too I don't know. I went to the furniture store or to the hardware store, and I got myself these things that you put underneath your chairs so that they don't make a noise when you pull and push them on the floor. And I find that they make a really nice backing for clips and stuff like that. Maybe I'm just a little bit too lazy to take to make my own, but this works for me so well, and so I use them. But they're quite thick, so I have my blade here, and I separate them. I cut them in half like that. I am leaving it on the paper because the sticky bit I don't want to mess with, because I'm quite happy to have it. So you can just do that. There we go. I'm using my Cricut blade because I have a Cricut machine, so, and it works really well. So there you go. I've separated that, and it's nice and thin, and it gives me then a nice layer. Now if you think you want to be a little bit more, you know, professional, you take a nice piece of fabric and you stick it on the top there, and then you have something nice. I think I will show you what I am talking about. Like I said, I have my thing here, my hot glue gun. I am going to do that. Just glue it all nicely here. Stick the fabric on it. This is just all to give it a nice, beautiful finish. and then you cut around that. I'm taking a straight scissors. There you go, see, that's nice and beautiful. And then I am going to take my flower, see, so that when you stick it there, you really have this nice backing. So I need to find one that works really nicely here. I think I'll take this gold plated one. There we go. So what I'll do, I'm going to, I think that should work really nicely. So it would be in between that. Loving it. Actually, it doesn't really make much difference once you have to use that. But I wonder if this is too big actually for this one. Maybe I should use this big silver one here. Maybe. So. Yeah, that should be better. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the glue on the flower here. Enough to cover everything what I want to cover without burning my fingers once I stick it on. And then I'm going to put my pin down, and then I'm going to take my cover, cover it, push it nicely. This looks so beautiful. There is my first clip. Lovely. I like it. There we go. Easy to do. Let me pull it down a bit. There. I really like that. And that can clip nicely into somebody's hair. So that's really how easy it is. So I hope you try and give it a go. I have a couple of flowers here that I have made. So maybe I should try another one. I have a really nice one that I really like very much. Look at this one. I really just cut some fabrics into circles, and then I sewed them all together, and I came up with this really nice flower. It's very, very nice. And then I have this one, which I did a couple of weeks ago. I have this lovely bow, which is from the same fabric as this one now here. Really cool. I have that one, which is this is a satin fabric, and I have this purple thing behind it. I think what I'm going to do with this one is to make a rubber band on the back. I think that should be nice for the back of a ponytail or something. It's so big. I mean, it could be nice also for a jacket, but maybe I'll use that one for I'll just get some elastic, and then we will work on that one. So here we go. Here is my elastic box. I have all kinds here. Really good. I have these ones, the colored ones. You can cut your own and then just fold it and tie it up. Oh, I think I have some ready ones already, like that. You know, this you can already use. So I'm going to use one of these for that. tip this for that flower. Oops, and there we go. So I still have the other half of this roll thingy there. Yeah, so I will use the other little bit of thingies to cover it up. Actually, I have some purple piece of fabric that I can use to cover it up, so maybe I should do that, just so that everything matches really well. It's always good to do that. Yeah, see, this is lovely. So I'm going to stick that, because this bit is sticky, so I don't need to put a glue gun on it. Yeah, so there. Then I'll cut around it. So much fun being creative. Huh? And you know, some beautiful things don't really need much to get a nice result. I am just using scrap fabric, really, and coming up with some really nice things. I did have a lot of these fabric flowers that I made from an old dress, a silk dress that I couldn't wear anymore because it was falling apart. But I see that one really matches really well. See, that would be the back of that. So I'm just going to put that behind it. Then I will put some glue. Oh, that's nice. Enough. Put the rubber band and then stick that on the back. Try not to burn yourself. Hold it down until it kind of dries a bit. There we go. We have our bow, our flower for our hair. I think this is really a pretty one. It'll make a nice hair accessory. Just clean up a little bit. There we go. This is really, really nice. Look at that. Done. Beautiful. Yeah, we just have to clean up the back a bit here, and then it's all done. How nice is that? Lovely. Let's do another one. I have this really nice one. It's a little bit of thicker fabric, but it has nice patterns on it, and it's really lovely. And I have a nice big round one here. So this one is not that thick, but I think it's still too thick for, let's see if I have, let's see. No, it doesn't cover much here. So I think I will use this one here, but I still want to have it, and no, it's too thin. But what I will do is use this fabric here. I have all bits lying around here. I will use some to, no, I think I'll use this one because that's nice. This one, this is the sticky bit here, so I don't need to put glue on the top there. So there we go, nicely cut around it. Oof. I have my tea sitting there getting cold. I'm drinking quite a lot of tea today. Well, I do drink a lot of tea anyway, but because of this cold, I am drinking quite a lot. I think it's good for you, they say, so I'm trying to do what's good for me. There we go. So that is nice cover. And then I am, there we go. This is going to cover that. I think I will use, I don't know if I will use a white rubber band. But I have to make myself one because I don't have a I need to find a nice round one. There, I have this round thick rubber band, so I'm going to use this to make myself one. It's just really cutting off and tie it, and then you can glue it down. There we go. Tie a knot. I think that's nice. It's a little bit bigger than this one, but that's all right. Cut the bits. Should be all right because I'm going to glue it down anyway. So there, I've tied my knot, and then I'm going to put the glue on there. Because the back of because this fabric is so thick, the back of this one is a bit, I have more to cover here. So you put your elastic, and then you take your flower, your circle thingy there, cover it, hold it. Oh, it looks really nice. So that it dries a bit. It hides the knot also, you know, that you put on the elastic or the rubber band. And there you have it. You can have yourself a lovely, lovely hair accessory. I am so pleased with that too. Now, if you're living somewhere where you don't find this, I mean, these rubber bands, I think we find them everywhere. But if you think, you know, you don't have options and there's only one color and you don't find this round elastic, I think your regular old elastic will do. Or you just make a scrunchie, a thin one, like this one here that I made. That a scrunchie and that will actually go really nicely together if you, yeah, make a nice thin one to put on the back. But I didn't have any more of this fabric to use, and I think, yeah, that works really well. So that is something I wanted to share today, and I hope I've encouraged somebody to try it out. This is something you don't need a machine actually to make. You can just use a needle and a thread and some nice fabric that you have, and make yourself some hair bows. So get creative and enjoy. Mine are going to my market next week, and yeah, I still have to put stuff in my, you know, upload in my shop. I haven't done hardly any of that yet, but yeah. But like I said, I only sell in Switzerland. But so this is what I make: bags, hair clips, and stuff like that. Enjoy. Bye bye. We'll see you.